Hi, Mom. I'm sorry to bother you. Do you have time to chat?
Good evening, Amanda. What's wrong?
I'll be direct with you. Did you take money from my wallet again? Be honest.
Excuse me?
I remember putting $1,000 in there earlier, but now there's only 700. It's strange, don't you think? This has happened 3 times, and I can't ignore this any longer.
Hold on a second. How does your money disappearing right in front of you have anything to do with me? Is it more likely that you miscounted earlier and had only put $700 in your wallet from the start? Besides, you accused me without any evidence pointing towards me.
Oh, I have evidence, all right. And it all points to you. If that's what you want to know.
You do? Are you serious or just trying to trick me?
My wallet was in my bag, where I also kept my digital recorder. Accidentally, I must have left it recording while it was in there, and I forgot to turn it off. Silly me, right? Thanks to my mistake, I stumbled upon something very interesting. Darn, there's only 1,000 in here. Well, if I just take 300 out, Amanda will think she miscounted, won't she? You seem to have a habit of talking to yourself, Christina.
Wait, you bugged me? That can't be legal. I'm sure of it.
Not exactly. It's only considered bugging if I planted a microphone in your bag or tapped your phone lines. I'm just sharing some curious things my own recorder picked up while it was on.
That's a clear invasion of privacy.
It's crystal clear that the moment you decided to steal my money, you violated my privacy. You thief!
Oh, you wretched girl!
Obviously you didn't think this through, considering you're now snatching money from your own rent funds.
Rent money? What on earth are you talking about?
The lease on your place is under your son's name. Don't tell me your old age is affecting your memory already.
Of course I know about the lease. But how is that relevant to anything?
Well, Benjamin is away on a business trip this month. He usually pays the rent by wiring the money to your landlord. But he must have forgotten this month due to his busy schedule, so he messaged me about it. So I had the $1,000 in my wallet. The $1,000 in my wallet, which you may have now realized is the same wallet you took $300 from.
That's utterly absurd. I won't entertain this delusion you're creating for yourself.
I'll go ahead and talk to Benjamin about it. Then we'll see who's living in a fantasy. Look, I'm sure you have more than enough money in your pension to cover it. So please, be reasonable and return the money you took from me.
Hold on for just a moment.
Oh, it occurred to me that you might have copies of our house keys without seeking our permission. I'd appreciate it if you could hand over any of those keys you might still have.
It's one thing for you to accuse me of theft, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with me having the keys to my son's house.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with trying to protect our home from a mother who steals from her own son. Christina, there's definitely something seriously wrong with you. What possessed you to think into my house in the middle of the night like that?
Oh, come on. It's still morning. Can't we discuss this later? Maybe at lunchtime? Some of us need our beauty sleep, you know.
After our talk last night, I decided to set up a hidden camera on the front porch.
All right. And what's that got to do with me?
The camera caught you sneaking inside, taking your shoes off, trying to be all quiet. I thought I'd taken back all the extra keys from you, but it seems you still have them.
Well, naturally. I knew you might pull something like this, given your hysterical nature. So, I had another key tucked away, just in case of emergencies. Looks like I outsmarted you, young lady.
Whether you're a mastermind or not, I'm changing the locks. That'll put a stop to your ridiculous plans.
Are you out of your mind? Benjamin, the man of the house won't stand for you doing something like that to his own mother.
My name is on the lease, and believe me, the woman of the house can change the locks if she wants.
You must be joking, right?
Listen, just because Benjamin isn't around doesn't mean you have the freedom to do whatever you want.
I don't have to explain myself, and you know it. Frankly, you're no different from me. So, I suggest you get off that pedestal you place yourself upon. You've got some nerve thinking I'd expose myself to a daughter-in-law who's kept more than her fair share of secrets from me.
Secrets? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing important. I just happened to notice the deposits you've made to your savings account over the past year.
Wait, my savings account? How can you see that?
Well, Benjamin may have chosen a less than ideal woman. I must say, you are a diligent worker as far as I can see. I haven't a clue what you do for work, but with a salary of $150,000 a year, I can't imagine you want to quit anytime soon, huh?
Did you seriously break into my house just to snoop into my finances?
Who's to say for certain?
Are you out of your mind?
Gained some clarity lately. Let me break it down to you. A wife's duty is to prioritize serving her husband and his family. If you can't handle that, then just hand over your earnings to support the family. By the way, you seem to have been holding on to a lot of money secretly. From now on, I'll manage your finances.
What do you mean by manage?
Well, your wealth and intellect don't seem to match up. To be frank, $150,000 a year is too much for a 30-year-old like you. I've already spent quite a bit of your money today, and I still have a substantial amount left. Guess I'll keep using it for myself.
Are you serious? Did you break in and take my checkbook and debit cards?
Finally, you catch on. Yes, I did. But it's not wrong since I'm entitled to it. You just don't understand.
Give them back to me right now.
Oh, come on. You're being unreasonable. I'm just claiming what's rightfully mine.
I don't recall that money ever belonging to you.
I'll repeat myself one last time as a wife. Your money belongs to the family, and that includes me. So you should keep working and supporting me, as you should.
That's enough. I won't tolerate this anymore. Good morning, honey. We need to talk right now. There's a bit of an emergency I need to discuss with you.
Hey, I'm currently on my way to meet a client, but I took the train, so I've got some time. What's going on?
Let me get straight to the point. It's concerning your mother.
My mom? Is she all right? Did something happen to her?
Well, it's a bit complicated. Without you around to keep her in check, she's been acting quite erratically. First, she secretly made copies of our house keys without informing me. Then she snuck into our place while I was at work and took $300 from my wallet, which was supposed to go towards the rent.
Are you kidding me? Why would she do something like that?
I wish that was all that happened, but it gets worse. After I discovered the duplicate keys, I asked her to return all of them. But it turned out she had yet another one hidden. And just to get back at me, she used that secret key to break in while I was asleep, went through our financial records, and stole my debit card and checkbook.
This is insane! How could she stoop so low over something so trivial? She isn't draining your account, is she?
Don't worry. I handled it right away while we were having our little battle of wits. I made a quick call to the bank and had them freeze my account.
Thank goodness. I'm still embarrassed, but that's at least one less thing to worry about.
Additionally, she's clueless about my card's PIN and account password. She can't forge my signature, so it's more like a bargaining chip for her.
Right, I should have known she wouldn't plan that far ahead. She tends to act without thinking, but I'm not sure if that's good or bad for our situation. Her plan was probably to use what she already took from you to force you into giving up your password or signing checks for her. I'm really sorry, honey. Even if she's my mom, this behavior is inexcusable. When Dad was around, he was the only one who could stop her from spending all our money on crazy shopping sprees without him. She's like a dragon guarding its treasure hoard.
Yeah, well, it feels like she's breathing fire on me right now. Anyway, I made sure she can't access my savings anymore. Plus, the $300 she stole was actually for her rent. And I even asked her if she had returned the money to you.
Understood. It seems like you've done everything possible. I'll try to talk some sense into her. Don't worry.
Thanks, babe. I believe if anyone can get through to her, it'll be you. Her son. After all the chaos from last night, do you think it's time to implement that plan we discussed?
Yeah, I think so. This was the final straw for her. It's time we use our trump card against Mom.
Got it. I'll prepare in that case.
Great. I'm sorry you have to be involved to set things right, but I'm counting on you.
Amanda, I can see your phone is on. Answer my calls now or there'll be consequences.
Oh, hi, Christina. What can I do for you on this fine day?
Spare me the pleasantries. You know, I didn't call for small talk.
Well, you're the one who initiated this conversation. But go ahead. What do you want?
I want to know why you blocked me from using your savings account. I need your help to pay off my debt. What else should I do?
Debt? Wait! Did you take some risky loan or something?
Yes, and if I don't repay it today, I'm in big trouble. Taking out a bunch of cash at once would have been troublesome, so I thought I'd write a check using your savings account. I plan to hand it over to the loan shark who visited the house, but if I can pay him back, he threatened me with it. I can't even say it.
Obviously, I can't let you use my money to settle your debts, whether there's a shark involved or not. You don't have my password signature or anything required for that matter.
Can't you figure out your password somehow? Aren't young people skilled at hacking these days?
This is not a movie. We're dealing with a shady person, not a tech prodigy. Besides, even if you did get my password, it wouldn't help because I froze my account the moment you stole my cards.
You did what? How dare you do that without telling me?
It's my account. I can do whatever I want with my money, especially when it comes to protecting it from misuse.
I've already told you that whatever belongs to my son is also mine. And that's what a daughter-in-law should do for her mother-in-law.
Seriously? Do you really expect me to buy into these outdated beliefs that the world actually follows the nonsense you spout out to justify your actions?
As a woman, it's your duty to serve my son's family and take care of me. This is how the world works, and it always will. Accept it.
Once a baby boomer, always a baby boomer, right? Guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right?
What did you just call me?
Oh well, I suppose it's pointless to argue. It's clear you won't budge, no matter how many times I refuse. So I guess I should just give up.
That's more like it. I don't know what took you so long, but I'm glad you finally see things my way. Now, tell me your password so I can get rid of this issue.
No, I don't think so. What's the point of giving you that money when Benjamin and I were actually saving up to buy you a luxury condo downtown?
A luxury condo for me?
Not long before his death, Roger talked to Benjamin about what would happen to him. He was always preoccupied with thoughts of you. Even during his hospitalization, he realized that time was catching up with you and he wanted to take care of you. However, Benjamin and I discussed it thoroughly and came to the conclusion that living together would be a real nightmare, considering how poorly you've treated me since I married Benjamin. And we were concerned that living under the same roof might lead to more nonsense from you. So we came up with a plan to get 2 apartments in the same building. This way, we could be close by and yet maintain our space and safety. This plan was carefully crafted for years.
Oh, I see now. That's why you were saving up so much. Why didn't you tell me about your plan earlier, dear? If I had known, I would have returned the money immediately. In fact, I wouldn't have taken it in the first place. Let me come over as soon as possible to return everything, and we can make things right.
I'm afraid it's too late for that now. Attempting to reconcile won't change the decision we've made.
Too late? Surely we can discuss this and find a solution.
We've already finalized our decision to move to a new place without you.
What? But what about the plan you had for me?
After everything you put me through, we're confronting your bad habits. Benjamin and I made a tough decision to cut ties with you. Your greed has pushed us to our limits, and honestly, we don't think there's any going back from the damage you've caused.
Oh, stop being so sensitive. You're my daughter-in-law now. Act like it. You'll also buy me one of those apartments if you know what's good for you.
Seriously? No matter how many times you say that, it's not going to change my mind. I won't give in to your demands.
A wife's job isn't to understand, but to obey without questioning.
Sorry, but I cannot agree with that. We've already moved out anyways, so it doesn't really matter now.
What? You moved out already?
Yes. And we've decided not to tell you our new address. We're starting fresh, after Benjamin found a new job.
A new job? Benjamin would never do that without telling me.
Well, he didn't want you to try to interfere, so we thought it was best to keep from you.
I'll just find out where you're working. Your financial records are accessible to me, you know.
Feel free to try. But I've been working as a freelancer lately, so good luck with that.
Freelancer?
You know, I thought it might be best if you don't know, but I was earning more money on my own than at the office, so I decided to quit.
You've turned my son against me. And now both of you are behaving like spoiled children.
Honestly, I don't think you're in a position to call anyone spoiled. And by the way, Benjamin paid your rent through to April because he still cares about you. But after that, you're on your own. You won't get a penny from either of us, that's for sure.
On my own? But Benjamin would never abandon his mother, would he? You even said it yourself. It's your responsibility to take care of me when I'm old.
If you wanted us in your life, maybe you should have treated us better and not pushed me away.
I'm sure when I talk to Benjamin, he'll understand.
I doubt you'll get much from him since he's already blocked your number.
Blocked? What does that even mean?
It seems like he's ignoring your messages and calls, and I intend to do the same after I explained everything. I've just had a lot to say, so I've kept you here until I could speak my mind.
Amanda, I think we got off on the wrong foot earlier.
Honestly, I feel much better now. Thanks for allowing me to vent, Christina. I'll be changing my phone number, so this will be the last time you hear from either of us.
Please wait. Don't go. There's still so much we need to discuss.
No, there isn't. Consider yourself lucky that I didn't call the cops on you.
You're not listening to me. I need you guys. I can't live on my own.
Farewell, and good luck finding another sucker to steal from. After I confided in my friends about the situation, they suggested reporting Benjamin's mother to the authorities. However, upon further investigation, we discovered her involvement with dangerous loan sharks. Fearing the potential risks, we opted not to involve law enforcement and instead chose to allow her to live freely while we focused on repaying her debts. Our hope is that this challenging experience will instill a valuable lesson. The man who lent her the money reached out to me, having found my debit card. After explaining the situation and clarifying why my husband and I distanced ourselves from his mother, he appeared to understand. Despite this, we chose not to extend any assistance and decided to let the matter rest. During our phone conversation, His tone was very serious. It was evident that Christina was facing serious trouble. According to him, she had borrowed a huge sum of money, $200,000. I sincerely hope she finds a way to settle her debt soon, for her own well-being.